Hello fellow friends, and welcome to another episode of The Dark Side of Lightning, an educational podcast that explores light pollution and its impact. Hosted by aniprocs, we dive into the effects of various types of light pollution on our environment, wildlife, human health, and energy consumption. In this episode, we will delve into the science behind the effects of light pollution on plants and animals and discuss the ways in which it threatens the biodiversity of our planet. A brief overview for our newcomers. Light pollution is the excessive or misdirected artificial light produced by humans, which can have significant consequences for wildlife and natural environment. Many of us are not aware of the extent of the harm that light pollution can cause, but it is a growing concern for conservationists and scientists worldwide. Throughout this episode, we will discuss the various ways that light pollution can impact the ecosystems and species that rely on darkness and explore what we can do to mitigate this issue. So, let's shed some light on the dark side of lightning. The role of natural light cycles in regulating the behavior and physiology of plants and animals. In this section, we will explore how light pollution disrupts the behavior and survival of plants and animals. Natural light cycles play a critical role in regulating the behavior and physiology of different species. These cycles determine when it is time to wake up, feed, mate, and rest. Exposure to artificial light at night can significantly interfere with these natural light cycles, leading to negative impacts on the survival and behavior of different species. Studies have shown that light pollution can disrupt the mating and nesting behavior of sea turtles. Sea turtles use the reflection of the moon on the ocean surface to navigate and locate their nesting grounds. However, artificial lights from coastal developments can lead the hatchling astray, causing them to move away from the ocean and into dangerous areas such as roads and parking lots. This leads to high mortality rates and negatively impacts the population of sea turtles. Light pollution can also affect migratory birds, as many species rely on the stars to navigate during their nocturnal journeys. Bright artificial lights can disorient birds and cause them to fly in circles, collide with buildings and other obstacles, or even drop from exhaustion. This can lead to injury, mortality, and significant declines in bird populations. Moreover, plants are also affected by light pollution. The availability and timing of light exposure determine the growth, flowering, and pollination of plants. Light pollution can cause some plants to flower earlier or later than usual, altering food webs and causing mismatches between the flowering of plants and their pollinators. This can have a significant impact on the survival and diversity of plant and animal species. The disruption of natural light cycles due to light pollution has a severe impact on the behavior and survival of different species. The negative impact of light pollution on ecosystems is an urgent issue that requires immediate action to protect our planet's biodiversity. The role of light in food webs. Light plays a crucial role in the structure and functioning of food webs. It is the primary source of energy for photosynthesis in plants, which forms the base of most terrestrial and aquatic food webs. Additionally, light is also essential for the survival and behavior of many animals, such as those that rely on visual cues to find food or avoid predators. How light pollution alters food webs. Exposure to artificial light at night can disrupt the natural light cycles and alter the behavior of many species, leading to changes in predator-prey relationships and species interactions. Some nocturnal predators may be attracted to artificial lights and consume more prey, while other species may avoid well-lit areas altogether, resulting in reduced predation pressure and altered species distributions. Examples of how light pollution affects different ecosystems. Light pollution affects different ecosystems in different ways. In aquatic systems, for example, artificial lights can attract fish and other marine organisms, leading to changes in their distribution and behavior. In forests, light pollution can disrupt the natural timing of leaf growth and the emergence of insects, which can affect the availability of food for many species. Overall, the distribution of natural light cycles by light pollution can have significant impacts on food webs, potentially leading to changes in the abundance and distribution of species and altering the functioning of entire ecosystems. Light pollution and pollination. In this section, we will discuss the impact of light pollution on pollinators and the process of pollination. Let's start with the role of pollinators in ecosystems. Pollinators are animals that assist in the transfer of pollen from the male part of a flower to the female part of the same or another flower of the same species. This process is essential for the reproduction of many plant species and helps to maintain the diversity of plant life in ecosystems. Pollinators include bees, butterflies, birds, bats, and moths. Now, let's see the impact of light pollution on nocturnal pollinators. Many nocturnal pollinators, such as bats and moths, are attracted to light sources such as street lights and building lights. This attraction can disrupt their natural behavior and interfere with their ability to pollinate plants. The light can cause bats to spend less time foraging for nectar and more time flying toward the light sources, reducing their effectiveness in pollinating plants. Similarly, moths can become disoriented by light and may not find the flowers they usually pollinate. And now let's see plants threatened by light pollution. There are many plant species, let's say, that rely on nocturnal pollinators and are therefore threatened by light pollution. For example, the yucca plant, found in the southwestern United States, is pollinated exclusively by yucca moths, which are nocturnal. If the moths are unable to find the flowers due to light pollution, the plant may not be able to reproduce, threatening its survival. Other plants that are threatened by light pollution include night-blooming cereus, which is pollinated by bats, and certain species of orchids, which are pollinated by moths. By understanding the impact of light pollution on pollinators and the process of pollination, we can work towards developing solutions to protect these essential components of our ecosystems. Summary of main points covered in the episode. In this episode, we've explored the impact of light pollution on ecosystems, including its effects on the behavior and survival of plants and animals, alterations to food webs, and disruption to pollination. We've also discussed how these impacts can lead to declines in biodiversity and ecosystem functioning, highlighting the urgent need for action to address light pollution. As we conclude, it's important to emphasize the need for collective action to reduce light pollution and protect our planet's ecosystems. This can include supporting initiatives to regulate outdoor lighting, using dark sky-friendly fixtures, and raising awareness about the issue. By taking action to address light pollution, we can help preserve the natural beauty of our planet's ecosystems and protect the biodiversity that sustains them. Now, before we close this episode, ladies and gents, I would love to hear from you about your thoughts and feedbacks on the topic of light pollution. Whether you have personal experiences to share, videos, photos, questions to ask, or suggestions for future episodes, I would be thrilled to hear from you. In our next episode, we will discuss how artificial lighting is affecting our ability to experience and appreciate historical landmarks, cultural monuments, and natural landmarks. From the glare of urban lighting to the use of inappropriate lighting in outdoor environments, we will explore the different ways in which light pollution is eroding our cultural heritage. We will also look at examples of solutions that are being implemented to reduce light pollution and protect cultural heritage. By the end of this episode, you will have a deeper understanding of the complex relationship between light pollution and cultural heritage and the steps we can take to preserve them for future generations. Thank you once again for tuning in, and I do hope that this episode has shed some light on the issue of light pollution and inspire you to take action. Be sure to learn more about this important issue and take steps to reduce your own impact on light pollution. Take care, friends, and until the next one, clear skies.